Hi everyone, I hope you're having a great Tuesday so far. So this is just going to be a quick video that gives you an overview of the different activities that you're going to work through today. So Zoom students, be sure to complete this Google form here for attendance purposes since there won't be a class Zoom today. So you're going to watch this video to get today's direction, the overview. Your first task is to practice the IXL skill KS7, and the title is Circumference of Circles. So your goal is going to be to reach a SMART score of at least 80. You don't need to submit anything because remember your results come directly to my end of IXL. So when you get to skill KS7, Circumference of Circles, you have to remember your circumference formula. So that is C is equal to pi times the diameter. So IXL wants you to use 3.14 for pi instead of hitting the pi button. So you're going to be taking 3.14 and multiplying it by the diameter of the circle. And remember, the diameter is all the way across the circle, the distance all the way across. So if you're given a problem like this, where you're given the radius, which is just halfway across the circle, we first have to double the radius to get the diameter. So here in this particular problem, 4 is the radius. If we double that, the diameter is going to be 8 feet. So we would take 3.14 times 8, since that's our diameter, and that would get us our circumference. So you're going to try to get at least a SMART score of 80 here, practicing circumference. So that's the lesson we did last class. C is equal to pi d. So once you've reached that SMART score of 80, step 1 is just reviewing the notes that you watched last class or as homework. So those were our 13B notes, which instead of circumference of a circle, we now looked at the area of a circle. So if you did not watch and take notes on those, you need to do that first so you know how to do the practice activities. So the main video notes are here that go with your 13B notes. If you just need a quick refresher, there's this video here that's a little quick refresher with some example problems as well. If you feel like you watched the notes and you're good to go, you can go ahead and start your practice activity. So you have two main practice activities today, step 2 and step 3. So step 2 focuses solely on area of circles. So it is a quilt activity. You're going to make a copy. You're going to use 3.14 for pi, just like we have been on a lot of our activities. This activity, we are going to round to the nearest hundredth. Remember, that is 2 numbers after the decimal point. So when you're done, you're going to take a snip of it. You are going to submit it here. So what this pirate quilt looks like is this. So it is 9 problems here. You see the 9 problems over here. Some of them you're given the radius, so halfway across the circle. Some of them you're given the diameter, so all the way across the circle. Now you're going to have to use your area formula, which is A is equal to pi r squared. So that's taking pi, or our 3.14 value, and multiplying it by the radius squared. Now, order of operations tells us that we have to square first before we multiply. So you're going to have to take your radius, square it, multiply it by itself, and then multiply by pi. Now on questions like question number 2 here though, before we can go straight into using the formula, we have to find the radius. So if we know all the way across the circle is 27, but we only need halfway across, we're going to have to cut that 27 in half or divide it by 2 to get the radius. So you're going to enter your answers here in these blue and yellow boxes below the circles, below the pictures, and it's going to be self-checking. So if you enter the correct answer, something's going to pop up over here. If you answer the incorrect, nothing's going to pop up there. And you can read through all the directions up here as well. Your wrong answers will turn red. So that's going to be your first activity. When you get done with 9 problems and they're all correct, you're going to take a snip of this full screen, come on back here to step 2 and submit it where it says submit here. So again, that first activity is only practicing area of circles. The second activity, which is here under step 3, is bringing together both of our lessons about circles. So circumference of circles and area of circles. So you're going to make a copy. You are going to use level 2. This time here, though, be careful because you're going to round to the nearest 10th. So this first activity, nearest 100th, so 2 places after the decimal. This activity to the nearest 10th, so only 1 number after the decimal. So this is a pixel art. It looks like this. So you have your pixel art in the middle. To the left of the picture is 6 area problems, so you need to make sure you're using your area formula. A is equal to pi r squared. And to the right of the pixel art image is your circumference, your 6 problems there. So make sure you're using C is equal to pi d. And again, you'll want to round to the nearest tenth, so one number after the decimal, and you're still going to be typing in 3.14. Don't hit that pi button on your calculator. So you'll know you're correct if your answer turns black and part of this pixel art image appears. You'll know you're incorrect if your answer stays red and nothing appears here. And so when you're done, when you have all 12 correct, you're going to take a snip of the full screen. You're going to head back here and submit it under step 3 where it says submit here. So those are your 2 main activities. The last thing I have here on the page is an optional extra practice. If you get finished early or you just want to challenge, there is a maze that you can work on that solely focuses on area of circles. And then of course, if you get finished early, please check PowerSchool, work on any missing assignments that you might have. I hope you guys have a great day.